Hi guys, this is Dr. Bhupesh once again for you all from Dr. BKM Institutes. Our contact number is 76967 34256. Please subscribe our channel or you may give us a call on the same number for the best OET coaching. And today I've just thought of passing the information, bit of things that people have to be careful about when they are taking their OET exam. The thing that how many marks are required to pass OET exam. So if I say, total of, the first exam that you will get in OET would be listening. Listening would be composed of 42 questions. And that is what I always say, if you are looking out for these 42 questions, the first thing is that in the first reading part A, that is the fill in the blanks, if you can get 22 marks or around 21, nothing less than 21. I'm not saying that it's 100% that you should score 21, but you should always try to get 22. And again, spellings matter. Spelling should be correct. Writing should be neat and clean. So these are the two things that people miss out. Sometimes maybe their writing is not clean, so they have to pay the price for it. So please try to make your writing as clean as possible. It should be very neat. And the spellings matter, like in this way, my spelling was wrong. So obviously these all things matter. Then in the part B and C, it will make your job easy. If you have scored 22 and we need around 32 to pass, if paper is average, so 32 would be the passing marks. 32 would be the passing mark. If paper is easy, it can be 33. If paper is difficult, it can be 31. But it should be around 32. On an average, it should be more than 30. So I'm considering 32 as a very safe number to pass. So OET does not have a particular marking criteria that 32% will pass. So if the paper is easy, you should try to score 33, 34. This I am telling you for a very important purpose, because suppose if your exam is not going good and it is a difficult exam, then even the person who is scoring 29 to 30 can pass. So never lose your heart. The whole motto of this video is to tell you how important is it not to lose heart, because sometimes exam is difficult and there would be many candidates who will not do good just because they are feeling insecure or anxious. So if you will try to score your best, then you will pass. Then the second exam is of reading. So the major strategy that I want to say, focus on this 22, and then out of the rest 18 questions, even if you can get 10, obviously you will pass. So this is the strategy of listening, that you should try to score 22. That is the main focus. Then the second module would be reading. It would have 20 questions and you should try to get at least 17 to 18. Again, the strategy in the reading part A is the main strategy, that you do almost 5 questions out of the first 7 questions. As if you are preparing for OET, you know that the first 7 questions you just have to write A, B, C, D. But the main thing I want to tell you in this is that 2 questions would be tricky out of 7. That means even after skimming and scanning, you will not find 2 questions very easily, because they would be from the deep passages. So it is very important, very, very important to leave these 2 questions and to save time. Saving time is the biggest thing when it comes to OET reading. So if you save time, that time becomes your, the main positive point. When you reach to 8th to 20th question, then also you will follow the same strategy that it is in the part A. Then you can easily fill in the blanks and can skim and scan. This I will tell you in detail. But the major thing I want to tell you in the reading part A is to leave 2 questions out of 7 if you are not finding them, because these questions waste your time. And the most important thing, don't leave all 7 questions. Some people feel that I should leave all 7 questions. I will start from 8th. This is also not a good strategy. Out of the first 7 questions, you should do 5 questions in only 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. Because you just have to mention A, B, C, D. Suppose if there is any drug like metmorphin, obviously I know metmorphin is a medication. So I would try to find the paragraph A, B, C, D in which medication, treatment or management word is given. So if the any paragraph says treatment, management, or or medication, then I understand this metmorphin is a medication. So the name should be in this part. So that is how I do then C. If it is given in the part C, I will do C. If there is any question related to percentage, percentage word would always be equal to statistics. So you should try to find this kind of a paragraph where statistics are given, where percentage is given. So this small strategy helps you a lot to save your time. So if you can score in part A 18 questions, then obviously the rest 22 questions you just have to score 13 to 14. So it will become again in the part B, that is part B 22 questions. Again, please understand, in this part B 22 questions, there would be at least 10 to 12 questions which would be very easy, very easy. So first you have to do these 10 to 12 questions. Please leave all the difficult questions. This is the main strategy of saving time. Please leave all the difficult questions. The most important strategy for OET reading. I know you all understand it, but when you are in the exam, so the momentum is that you do not want to leave a question, especially if two questions are difficult in a queue. Suppose if there are two questions like 13th and 14th, they both are difficult, maybe you will leave them. If 15th question is also difficult, then you will think that maybe my mind is not working. So at that point of time, you should be stable that you have to leave those three questions if they are difficult. Leave all the difficult questions. Even if out of 22 questions, you can find 10 easy questions. So you can well understand in the part A, if you have scored 18, part B and C, if you have found 10 easy questions, you are already at 28. So now out of 12 questions, you just have to score 4 marks. So obviously, if you will attempt 12 difficult questions, at least 4 should be correct. So this is the best strategy. The main strategy of reading to save time is to leave all the difficult questions. I'm writing it again for you all because this is what you do not do, and that is why you are unable to save time. This is the most important strategy. So again, starting from the scratch, listening 42 questions. In the part A, you should work very hard, work on your spellings, writing should be neat. Then obviously part B and C, even if you score 10 questions, you will pass. So it would be easy because at least 10 questions are easy in the part B and C as well. In the part B, as you know, there are 6 questions, you can score 4 in the listening. So if you score 4 in the part B, then obviously you are reaching to almost 26. So in the last part, you just have to score 6 questions right in the part C. So that is how you need to plan your OET listening and reading. Part A, work very hard to get 17 to 18 question right, so that in the part B and C, and you never know, passing marks can be even 30. So please do not always make yourself anxious to score 32. I'm not saying you should not do better. Of course, we should even try to score 35. Why not? But to save yourself, do only easy questions, and even if you will reach up to 30 or 32, you will pass. So please understand, when the paper is difficult, this passing marks can be even 29. You never know. So please do not lose heart if exam is difficult. That is the most important thing that you need to consider. If the paper is challenging, cutoff will go down. So please keep focusing on the easy questions. Do easy questions right, you will automatically pass. Then it will come to the writing. Writing is just of 200 words. So by chance, even if you write 210 words, there is nothing to worry. So please do not erase anything for the writing. It's just a letter that you have to write. And in the speaking, you will have 2 role plays in the final exam. So please make sure that you will have the 2 role plays, not 1. So we practice 1 a day as you are provided individual teacher to have your role play. But in the final exam, you will have 2 role plays. So this is the information I really wanted to give, a small video of how to manage your listening and reading, and what exactly, it's just 1 task in writing and 2 tasks in OET speaking. So that is what I wanted to tell you as the basics. The strategy again I am explaining you. Please do not forget this. Listening, spellings, writing should be neat, and in the part and B, C and C, all of you will score 10 at least easily. Don't worry, exam will not be that difficult. 10 easy questions would be there. So in the reading part also, if you can score 17 to 18 in the reading part A, if by chance reading part A is difficult, then if you score 16, then part B and C would definitely be easy, so that you can easily reach 30 or 32 mark. So try to gain all the easy points and then focus on difficult questions. Again, to make it precise, that you only have to attempt easy questions. You only have to attempt easy questions in the first round. Do not do any difficult question. Now the question is, what is difficult and what is easy? anything that you can do by reading it 2 times in reading. Suppose if you read any question 2 times and you are able to do it, that means it is easy. If the question is taking third time, that means it is a moderate question. If after reading the question even the third time, you are unable to solve the question, that means it is a difficult question. So please do not find any other strategy that this is difficult or easy. Difficult means any question that is taking more than 3 times. Any question that is taking 3 times is moderate. Any question that gets resolved in 2 times with proper elimination, it is easy question. So that is how you need to focus. Any questions that you may have, please keep your mic sound because I am unmuting you. So you may ask me any questions if you have related to this thing. Anybody can ask me any question related to this. Please, any question related to this particular video that I have created. Any questions, please. I have unmuted you. Please ask me any question that you would like to ask, please. Any questions?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
Sir, I'm Manpreet from Ludhiana Center.
Yes, please, ma'am.
सर मेरी क्वायरी ये है कि लिसनिंग के बाद जब हमें क्वेश्चंस होते हैं उनको गो थ्रू होने में 2 मिनट का टाइम मिलता है या फिर नहीं?
Ma'am, see, it depends. In the listening, you get normally as per the OET protocol, you definitely get 2 minutes, but it is 2 minutes is something that you can only spell it right. You can check your spellings, but you
Yes, sir.
you cannot do your answer later on. Please try and understand.
Okay.
You will not get any extra sheet to transfer your answers. So this is a very nice question, Manpreet ma'am, because some people after taking exam, then they say, "Oh my God, sir, I was writing in the rough. I thought they will give me time like IELTS." Nothing like this will happen. You will not get any extra.
Okay.
Write it very neat and clean in the first round. And if
Okay.
E or R that you sometimes feel is not easy to read, try to change only those things.
Okay, sir.
Fair enough? Any
एंड
other?
जब आंसर सर मेंशन करने हैं तो ये कंपल्सरी है कि वो जो कैपिटल लेटर में होने चाहिए या फिर स्मॉल लेटर में भी लिख सकते हैं?
Listening goes in a flow. It's not like there are fill in the blanks in the middle as well. So you just have to fill it. It's not like IELTS that you have a separate blank over here. So you will have the blanks in the middle as well. So you will have to go with the flow.
ओके, थैंक यू सर.
Most welcome, ma'am. Any other questions, please, by anyone?
Is 32 a B score?
Sorry, ma'am. Come again.
32 marks is a B score or a C?
Dr. Pinkasia, ma'am, it is something as B. C is not applicable. We don't want C positive even. We all want at least B. So 32 is again, please, that is where you people kind of there is no precision when it comes to marking scheme of OET. If it would be a difficult exam, then it can be 31 as well. 30 wala can also pass. So that is where I'm saying, if you understand that exam is difficult, please understand it is difficult for everyone. So the cutoff can be lower. So what is the advantage of this thing, sir? This is that you don't have to break your heart. Even if suppose the exam is going difficult, you try to do 2 extra questions. It is like a cricket game. It is like a cricket game. Suppose if the pitch is difficult today, even 200 score would be a big score. So the opposition will face trouble in scoring 200. If it is a sweet pitch, it can be 400 as well. In the same way, OET can vary between 30 to 32 or even 29 at times, or even it can be 33. 32, 33, I don't think, because people are anxious. So obviously, they commit some stupid mistakes. What I want to tell you by this information, that even if you do only easy questions correct, you will pass. That is what I want to say. Because when you attempt your readings and listenings in class, there are some easy questions you do wrong. That also happens in the final exam as well, that there are some easy questions people do wrong. So if we can only make easy questions correct and difficult questions, if fortune is with us, we can get 2 or 3 or 4 extra marks from the difficult questions, then we can easily score 360, 370 or 380. So that is what information I want to give you, that there are many people who will throw their pens or pencils, or will have the nerves to be uncontrolled, and they will lose the marks. So that means this cutoff will go down. So even if you have performed on an average way, you still will pass. Do only easy questions correct. Don't do all the reading questions in the first round. Any difficult question that is taking more than 3 times and you are not reaching to any conclusion in the 3 times, leave that question for that matter. Please leave that question. It is taking your time, it is taking your energy, it is making you negative. Please try to do easy question that gives you energy, that this question is correct, that gives you positivity. So it is all about positivity in the exam. We think that positivity does not matter in the exam. It matters a lot, because if my mind is positive, I will try to do one extra question, two extra questions, and suppose if I get 360, then I am the lucky one who thought positive. And the person who would be scoring 330, 340, that means that person was surely a deserving candidate of B, but just because of his or her negativity, he lost 20 points. Otherwise 330 points means that person definitely deserved B. 330 marks means that person definitely deserved 350. It's just because of the negative and positive thing, that person didn't try that hard in the exam. So that is what I want to give you, that extra margin of 20 points that will come with positivity, that I have to leave difficult questions, concentrate on the easy ones. Suppose if there are two options left and I can concentrate on that option for an extra 30 seconds and can eliminate the wrong option, that means this question becomes 100% correct. Suppose अगर दो option रह गया है, if two options are left and I can eliminate this one, then this surely is my answer. So it will take that extra 15-20 seconds if it's an easy question. But I am 100% making this question short, so I'm getting marks. Whereas for a difficult question, even if I give 2 minutes and I'm confused between three options, anyhow it is a speculation, it is a guess, it can be wrong even after giving 3 minutes, even after giving 5 minutes. So some questions are like that. These are difficult questions. Immediately leave those questions. Try to save time in those questions which can be wrong, and try to invest time in those questions which can be 100% correct. So हमारा जो major time है, the major chunk of our time should go in the easy questions. आप समझ लो, the people, they have this tendency to do negative questions, difficult questions, and they give more time to it. Anyhow these questions can be wrong even after giving time. So why are you giving time to those questions? Why don't you give time to easy questions? Like, I will compare an analogy. Analogy means giving you an example. There is one mic that is not mute, but anyhow please try to mute your mics, please. This is very important analogy. This I give always. I've got this remote of my fan, I've got this mobile phone. This is giving me same marks if I pick it. This is also giving me same marks if I pick it. I will always select the easy one, the lighter one, because it's giving me same marks. Why should I pick a heavy thing? I will pick an easy thing. And if by chance I don't talk about this cumbersome bag of mine, then it is also giving me the same marks. Why should I pick my bag? I will never pick my bag. I will always pick this lighter remote or the lighter question, because it is giving me the same marks. And it is sure that I can pick this because I can control this weight. Whether I am a weak student, whether I am a brilliant student, I can pick this remote. But this picking this bag maybe might not be for the weak people, but weak people can pass just by lifting these questions. Please take these questions into hand. Make your OET easy by doing easy questions correct. Invest your time in easy questions. You automatically will pass. That is the strategy. I hope it is clear to everyone. Did it make sense? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, cool. This optimism gives you that extra 20 points. That's what we are fighting for. Even if we are at, you know, 330, again I'm telling you, 330 means that person deserved 350 but got 330 just because couldn't figure out two easy questions, didn't give extra time to easy questions, gave his or her time to difficult questions, which anyhow had to be wrong, because there were difficult questions, there was a trick. So trick wala question to would have obviously more chances of being wrong. So why did you invest time in that question? Why did you pick up the heavy thing when you have the lighter things to pick up? So pick up lighter things. You will feel easy in exam. That, oh, this question is correct. My 20 mark, like my 28 questions are 100% correct. 100% correct. 28 questions. I need just 4 questions. So I will pick difficult questions now to get that 4 questions. And if out of 42 minus 28, if out of 14 questions I can do even 4 right, then I'm already done with my exam with flying colors. So that is the strategy. So please know your marks, know where the margin is. It's about chasing down a total of 32. So you chase your total with easy questions, pick up 28 questions, 25 easy questions, then you work hard on the moderate questions, then the difficult questions. Even if by chance you are making a guesswork, doesn't make a difference. Anyhow, those questions had to be wrong. My guess can be right as well. So it's a guesswork. So don't invest time in the questions which require guess. So please do not give them time. And how to find out? If you are reading 3 times, still not getting anything from that, leave that immediately. Save your time for the easy questions. Any other thing in particular that you would like to ask regarding reading, listening, writing, and speaking?
सर
Just
लिसनिंग में फाइनल एग्जाम में जो आंसर होते हैं उसकी स्टेटमेंट से लॉन्ग होती है या ठीक होती है?
sorry, come again. Statement wrong होती है, ठीक होती है. What does it mean?
सर जो फिलिंग द ब्लैंक्स आती है फर्स्ट 24 उसमें से जो आंसर होते हैं वो पूछ रही हूँ, उनकी वो जो लिखते हैं हम आंसर वो लॉन्ग होते हैं या शॉर्ट
No,
होते
it
हैं?
would be a short. It cannot be more than 3 words in the final exam. In practice, we do lot of listenings, lot of different kind of materials come to us, but in the final exam, you will have to fill maximum of 3 words.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
Any other question, please? All good. Then I'm summarizing the conversation again, because again, that is the problem with us being humans. We are always in hurry. Even I am. So I have to control my hurry to again make it a point. Listening, the best part is 24 questions are there in the part A. 24 questions, and you can score 20, more than 20 for sure in the part A if you will be calm and composed. Then it's easy to find 10, 12 questions in the part B and C. So try to practice more of listening with right spelling things. So if any person is failing in listening constantly, that means either the writing is not neat. So maybe sometimes your handwriting can be the reason. Please work on your handwriting. You won't get any extra marks. You have to write that with nice E and R in a nice way. Please try and understand. This can be the main reason. So please write it neatly in flow. And then when it comes to this part B and C and part A of reading, always do easy questions. Even in the part A, all the questions are not easy. Some questions are hidden in between the paragraph. Some questions are of numbers, like uh, what percentage of male. So we can easily find 36%. It is very, very, very easy to find the percentage question. And also they are in the specific paragraphs. So these are the questions to be picked first in a flow. Any question that is taking your time, leave it, because you only have 15 minutes and you have to do 20 questions. So you cannot save time. Saving time is not an appropriate strategy at all for the OET exam. So that is the main thing that I wanted to discuss and to summarize the information, because again, we do every bit of hard work, but we do not summarize things. Means when you complete your module, then you say, oh, I'm done. Please proofread, proofread. Even in the listening, if you are getting 2 minutes, if you change 2 spellings, if you can correct your 2 words, you still will get 20 points extra. Don't throw your pen or pencil just out of overconfidence or out of anxiety. Please work hard for every single second, because the last second you might change a good R. Maybe you would have not written it nicely in the handwriting. If you can do that R nicely, even in the last minute, that can be our passing marks. So when we are optimistic, we count every second. When we are not feeling positive, then we waste time. That is the main thing that is wasted in the final. Otherwise, they have created a question paper that any person can pass. Any person can pass. It is just because we think that way, so we are unable to find easy questions. So please find easy questions. You will be all done. This is Dr. Bhupesh from Dr. BKM Institutes. And again, a very important video. The problem with this video is that you will not watch it again. Please watch it 3 times, because you have to take it in. The final exam, you will have this information, but to have this information in your heart means different. If it is in your heart, you will follow it. If it is in your mind, you will forget it, because conscious mind will be all engaged in finding the reasons. This question is correct, this question it will not understand the strategy. So it has to sink into your subconscious to be handy in your exam. So please listen to this video 2 3 times, even if it feels like waste. It is not a waste video. This is the most precious video I can create out of my 11 years of experience. Please listen to this video again and again. And this is Dr. Bhupesh from Dr. BKM Institutes, and share it with your friends to let them know that everybody can pass OET. It's just about finding the right questions, Thank you. Done.